Hello. Not doing any crafts today. I've been in the garden and I thought I'd show you my greenhouse. It was made by my husband, so I wasn't crafting, he was. And it's so awesome, I thought I would share it with you. So he didn't use a kit, he made it all from scratch. I don't think he even drew the plans down, but I thought I'd show you. So this is our garden, just a normal, average, everyday garden. We're down here in southern Tasmania, just down near Hobart in Australia. It's spring here right now, a bit overcast, not too bad, it's supposed to rain, and perfect time for showing you the greenhouse. It's such a cool greenhouse, I love it. I've had it for about a year now, so just gone through the first winter, heading into our second summer. So I've been learning and practicing and just enjoying it. I love it, it's awesome. So let me give you a close-up view of it. As you can see, it's see-through. It's made from plastic, and it's made from builder's plastic. So here's the sheet up here, and it goes all the way down to the grass. And you can see we join it stapled, kind of in a big builder staples. So he's made a wooden frame. He made the base first. Oops, I nearly fell over. He made the base first, and then he put the roof on, and then we put the plastic, or he put the plastic on, I should say, and that's it. So I'll lift it up so you can see the roof. It's a clear roof. As you can see, we've got a gap here where you can put your hand in. That's acts as a vent, and it also is the biggest reason is it actually lets all the insects out, in and out. We get a lot of bees in there. And I think he was saying, when I was talking to him about it, I think he was saying that these are actually fence posts. So we tried to do that minimal cost greenhouses because they're rather expensive. And here's the side. So here here's the neighbour's fence. I've got a couple of hazelnut trees and a Chinese lantern, and there's another big tree behind it. Chinese lantern produces lots and lots and lots of bees. So if we get bees in there, they're generally coming up there off the Chinese lantern. And we built little sort of vents in here to let the bees out, and then they can come out here. We check the greenhouse every couple of days. I mean, every couple of times during the day in the busy bee season to let them out. But that's the back of it, all the way down to the ground. As you can see, look, he's used a gardener's stake there. Such a cool thing. I'm really pleased with it. He's done such an awesome job. So in this spot used to be a big wattle tree, and that came down after a storm a few years ago. So he's built this specifically to go in that spot, and it's actually wedged here in between where it was, the tree was, and the kids' swing frame. So it's got the one door. It's kind of squarish, but it's rectangular. It's a bit longer on the sides here. It's about 180 centimeters lengthways, and I think it's like 170 something on that way. So I'll show you this side of it. So down here is where I put my plants when they've come out of the greenhouse, so they can weather up. I get used to the weather. Got the door here. Peak of the roof. I think we need like a whirligig or something, or a weather vane to go on top. And so this is our back fence. We've got trees all along here, and so we didn't take it to the back fence because we still want the light to come through, even though we've got like the metal here. Goes up, and as you can see, we've still got the gap here in between the fence. And he's capped it with the plastic. He's just cut this bit here narrower, and he's done the roof capping. But we'll take a few steps back so you can see that we've got a letterbox on the side. The kids put stuff in there. Sometimes they leave me mail. Sometimes I just put toys and tools that I pick up around the yard in there. So this here is the door, and you can see you've got the side. So this back fence stops a lot of weather, so it's actually quite sheltered. So in the really heavy rains, sometimes you get just a little bit of rain coming in, but not much. It's in a good location. So we'll go on in. So like it's just plastic. So sophisticated door system, bit of wire. It's a bit of wire. All right, so this is what it looks like when you open up. There's not much space in there, so I'll just take a couple of steps back. And so this is the kids' swing is wedged down with a couple of posts, and I've just, because I kept poking my knee on it, I just put a coffee cup on there to protect myself. It's just got a natural, there was grass here, but there's still grass here. I don't care about grass if it grows. My neighbour's got guinea pigs, so we just give it the extra grass. And this is what it like on the inside. So I'm just going to shut the door because there's not much room in here. And I'll take you for a spin around, and then I'll talk you through it. So it's not very big enough. And then we're back to the door. Right. Okay, so right behind the door, I've got this little stack of cups. So these actually are like cutlery or pencil cups from Kmart. They were just lying around the house. So I've nailed them or screwed them onto here to store things on, because the whole idea is that we're trying to use stuff that was around the house rather than going out and buying stuff. So like over here is a cutlery holder, and these are old Chinese wine shelves. I think they're old wine bottles, carriers or boxes or whatever you want to call them. So here I've got my woodworking stuff. I'm trying to get back into, I used to carve when I was a teenager. I was trying to get back into that, and I've just got my attempt at carving. Here I was doing this. I wouldn't, like a butter knife type thing. Need practice. Go back in. Okay. My neighbour's old keys. What do you do with those? No. Anyway, so I just got old little hooks there. We've actually went and bought 2 trellises. Got one here. I got one over there. 2 trellises, because down here I'm going to try some cucumber to grow. Just going to try that growing up here in the greenhouse. So we'll just go through what I've got here. So this is also a chamomile. I'm trying to grow tea, you see. So I buy herbal teas and stuff. So I was trying to grow them. So I've got herbal tea. These are Lebanese cucumbers. Over here we've got a tomato, like a bush tomato. You can see got flowers coming on from Bunnings. So we've got just it in one of the kids' old trucks that they never really used. Along here I've got some loofah. It hasn't sprung up yet. My daughter's favourite food is kale, so I've got lots of kale growing, different types. I've got lots and lots of sunflowers. All these ones down here, they're all sunflowers. This here, my first time trying hydroponics. I don't know how it's going to work. It was a little kit. We've got some more tomatoes. These are ramhorn tomatoes. I was late getting my tomatoes in this year. I had a death in the family just at the time I was supposed to be doing all this. So I'm just like behind a month. But you know what? I was behind last year and I still survived. They'll still grow. So we've got some cucumbers that I grew in here last year and they worked well. Some more sunflowers behind there. I've got some golden zucchinis. You know, they're ones that look like straight bananas. I think this is some scabiosas, some flowers I'm going to use for dyeing fabric. So back down to tomato. I've got what's this one? Golden nugget pumpkin, some creeping thyme, strawberries, some red currant tomatoes, lots and lots of sunflowers. Like I'm just reusing these plastic milk jugs and yogurt jugs just to, you've got it, might as well use it. Peppermints, I just thinned that out yesterday and dried some for tea. Only one I haven't had any success with is orange down pumpkin. Maybe that's a late bloomer, I don't know. Over here we've got gourds. These are birdhouse gourds, so trying them for the first year. Here I've got some blue climbing beans. I think, what are they there? Blue lake beans. And behind I'm trying to do some flowers coming up. And please forgive me for using all these snail pellets, but I've given up my fight with snails. I've tried everything natural, beer, eggshells, all this sort of stuff, but I would come in and the snails were just eating off everything. and I gave up. So snail pellets. I don't have any pets. This is always shut, the greenhouse, and my kids know not to touch this stuff. So over here on the wall, I have the perfect planters, and can you recognise them? They are toilet cisterns. So you would flush the toilet here, and yeah. So husband replaced them with in the house, and I'm like, I needed something narrow to go on the walls, and they're quite narrow. So perfect. And I've even got ones going at the bottom. So I've got two different types of strawberries. These are these Tiogas and these red gauntlets. And as you can see, I've tried a wicking system. So it's damp. I know it's working, kind of. I had hoped, as you can see down the bottom, I've got 3 milk cartons full of water. I was hoping it would draw the water up into this one and then into this top one. That hasn't worked. That's okay. This still works. When this one overflows, it goes down here to this one. And what I'm hoping to do is get a narrow rectangular planter to go down the base there, but I haven't figured out what I can use because I am trying to recycle stuff. So I'm going to have to keep looking to figure out what I can put down there. So then I can put those 3 wicks into that garden bed. And if you have any suggestions on what I can grow, I grow grass really well, or what I can grow in those that's sort of leafy, I would love to hear it. What your thoughts? I was originally thinking I'd put some pandan down there, but I haven't been able to source any plants or any seeds because being here in Tasmania, we've got strict quarantine, and I have no idea how I would get any. So if you have anything, suggestions, something that would, I think something leafy, would go really well down there. And this corner here, well, this was kind of an experiment. This is a failed experiment. Well, it was an experiment and it didn't work. I don't know if you got it failed. Plants kept drying out too much in this coir basket. So I had some love lies bleeding in here. So I've just been collecting the seeds, put them in the tin, and I'm going to take this out once it's I've cleared it out. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I was thinking something long and narrow, but I can't think of what. Yes, I know raspberry canes are long and narrow, but I don't need raspberry canes in here. I've got other raspberry canes throughout the garden. If you can think of a long, narrow tree or a bush shrub that I can grow there on the table, I would love to hear your suggestions because I'm trying to think. I want something perfect to go in there. Like, it's not a hot house. It's just sheltered from the wind and the rain, so it doesn't get like really, really cold. But I would love to put something in that corner that grows up tall. So hit me with your suggestions. I'd love to see what you recommend. But in the meantime, I've got this table here that I'm just using, and I'm growing just in the old coffee cups and stuff. I've got some leafy broccoli that you grow for the leaves, not for the extra broccoli heads. That's a pumpkin. We've got squash, got New Jersey tea. Mother what hasn't come up. The road hasn't popped up. The indigo, I'm trying to grow dye plants so I can dye some fabric. Spinach, marigolds are dying. Fumitory hasn't grown either yet. And then I got storage. So so this is like a section that I need something in. I don't put anything here in this section because this is where I store the outdoor furniture when we're not using it. Because sometimes I put the table in here, just here, when I'm potting, because as you can see, it's kind of full. Or I grab the chair and I sit down here and I use my carving stuff. So as you can see, it's rather full at the moment. These are ready to be heading outside to get used to the weather, so then I can start some more seeds. So even though it's kind of full, I'll be having some space by the end of next week because these will be outside, hardening up with the weather. So just got like a dirt floor. Like, they can see weeds. I don't care about those. Storage down there. If you have any better storage suggestions too, I'd love to hear them. But this is what it looks like. So I've just got this over here. I've got these just because I was going to put stuff here, but the door comes here. So this is the door. So your body's here when you come in and out, so you can't really have that much stuff. So I just hung up the tags because they look pretty. Got a picture of my dad, who I saw when I was young. Mail that my kids put in my letterbox. I could possibly grow a vine up it, but I don't know what to grow. I don't want a passion fruit. I've already got that. But So just in here, you can see outside. This is the gap that we have. My little pet bird. He's not real. And you can see the dirt on the top. So it's actually, the bees come in and we try to zhush, very gently zhush them outside. Sometimes they get stuck up here above the door, so we come along and we try to help them out. But yeah, I really like my greenhouse. It's really turned out really well. So I've got a temp gauge over here. So it's gotten in here that I've noticed as low as 8 degrees. That was like in the really, really cold winter. And it's just gotten as high as 35. So it's really manageable actually. Like, speaking of high temperatures, the only thing I need to do is actually put a hook here because it gets so warm in here. I need someone to put my jacket when I come in. That's the only thing I've still got to do. Apart from get a plant to go there and a container to go down here, and what am I going to put in that container? So, do you like it? I really like it. So I hang the kids up hangers and they make me stuff. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Like, you know, it's my face mask for when I'm doing the potting mix. I don't know why it's on there like a flag. I have no idea. If you have any questions, wanting to know anything details that I can ask my husband because he made it all, then please pop them in the comments in the bottom of the YouTube channel there. If you've got suggestions for plans, I want to hear them. Please, I'm getting stuck for ideas. It's really cool because you can see the plants outside. Actually, there's a join here. See, we left like this because of bees, so we can help the bees get out. But if we thought about it, we could have made it slightly bigger and we could have slept out here. But it fits the space perfectly of what we have. So let me just come back out and you can see what it looks like while I'm walking. And that's what it looks like with the door open. It's really a good, handy little shed, and I'm glad we've got it. A shed. Sometimes it's a storage shed. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.